to the top 8 from the Valencian Hyperspace Trial 2019. We've just got underway. Players are starting their maneuvers, so let's have a quick look at the list they've got on the screens. Okay, on the left-hand side of the screen, you've got Marcelo Soto from Valencia. He's playing Sun Fac with Ensnare, Gravitic Deflection, Chertek, that new Chertek guy, with the same upgrades, and General Grievous with Impervium Plating and the Soulless One title. Okay, whilst on the other side of the screen, we've got Jose Maria Hungaro from Cartagena, Spain. He's playing Luke Skywalker with R2 Astromech, Afterburners, Heightened Perception, servo motors, and Han Solo with Trickshot, Kanan Jarrus, R2D2, and engine upgrade. So kind of like Handbrake Han variation here. With that, let's go on over to the other side of the table and get. Let me clean out those lists up a little bit as well. Oh, too much crap off the table. What have I got? Why is that? Why is it like zoomed on my tablet? No, it's okay. Okay. Right, let me fix that S foils. I want to change that to be just S foils. Done. Okay. Afterburners, heightened perception. That's all taken care of. Oh, the timer's not started. Why is the timer not loading? That's alright. I started it, so let's take a couple of minutes off there and start it. So thank you for joining us this early in the morning. It's a short tournament today. The top 8, they had 5 rounds yesterday with 28 players. We can have a quick look at the rankings from yesterday. One moment, I'm hearing the sound. Okay. That's going to bother me knowing. Still going. Okay, well, I just have to turn the microphones up until the point I can't really hear it. Okay. And try and ignore it when I'm not talking. So yeah, thank you for joining us. Okay, what's happened now? There we go. Okay. Thank you for joining us for round 1. Molina was undefeated with a Separatist Swarm. Talking to the front of the microphone, there we go. Hungaro, who was playing on the table on the right, he was second place with his Luke and Han build. Alberto Nogales is third place, playing Vader, Inquisitor, and Suntirfel. On the, let me see, I mean, that's probably because of that, something to do with that, right? Yeah, because then I drop it and it cuts out completely, so. Okay, so just turn the other microphones up then, and then that should be fixed. Yeah, okay, cool. In fourth place, Abraham Martinez, also from Valencia. So what we got is top 4 there is Pablo, is from Murcia, is from Cartagena, Alberto Nogales is from Madrid, and Abraham is from Valencia. So a pretty varied mix of regions coming to travel into Valencia for the Hyperspace Trial. In fourth place, Abraham Martinez. He's playing 4-ship Rebels. Kind of variation of Rebel Beef. Fifth place, Pedro Barrera. He's playing 3 Rebels. 3-ship Rebels. Sixth place, Luis Colidio. He's playing Plo Koon, Obi-Wan, and Rick Oli. And 7th place, Marcelo Soto, we're seeing with Sun Fac, Chiquito, and the General Grievous. And then last one is Carlos Hitar. He's playing Boba, Old Terok, and what's his name? Boba and Captain Seabor. Okay, so thank you for joining us. Good morning. So they told me not to pick this game because they felt that Marcelo, with the tractor beam abilities, wasn't going to be able to do much good against Han Solo and Luke. So they said this was going to be a terrible game. Although, that said, this is the only list that had some of the new stuff in it with Sunfac and Chertek, yeah, and then Snare and stuff like that. So that was the variety of the list. All the other lists are pretty established lists. And Hungaro and Marcelo Soto are from the victorious Team Spain from the XTC. So I figured there's some interest there because they're obviously high quality players, and the two of them obviously know each other very well from being in Team Spain. You can see from them both wearing the red polos from Team Spain. So there's something to watch there. Now, as it is, Marcelo's tried to flank and is getting ready to try and hit Han in the side while Luke's kind of like being left behind for now. Although Han made quite a long maneuver. I mean, I'm guessing Luke probably went for a hard free turn, maybe use those afterburners to squeeze through the rocks.
¿Puedes? No parece. No. No sé nada. Ah, pues Han. Para Chester.
Okay, so first attack. Han firing on Sunfac. Yes, 2 blanks and something, and then you get a hit and a crit and a blank, which gets followed up by a focus and a blank from Sunfac. Gets re-rolled for 2 focuses and takes no damage. One hit there from the return fire to a focus, spends the force from Kanan to defend. Yeah, Luke's not involved in this round. So free shields. Escudos. I'm in Spain, so I'm hearing Spanish and I'm talking Spanish. Yeah, so as it is, Luke's been kind of like left out of the engagement for this round. And Hungaro went fast with Han, so I don't think that you can really say that was anything against his that was against his plan for this round. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if they get the tractor on Han, it means he's not rolling any dice. So I mean, there's still effectiveness. They're obviously not able to reposition him. Or are they? I think now there's like a rule where the big ships, if they get like 3 tokens, but they've not got enough to give them 3 tokens. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in this next round with regards to the separatists, if they're going to try to disengage and try and chase down Luke, rather than chase down Han and allow Luke to kind of flank them. Why won't this thing fucking run?
¿Voy? O sea, ¿dónde está?
Why not this side?
El Team Spain es el equipo nacional del ITC.
ITC. No.
ITC.
ITC es 40.000.
Pues sí, he dicho ITC.
Ah, vale, sí. Pues de hecho es XTC. XTC.
efectos de fuego ahora me gustan.
Sí, para
Abre las alas, ¿vale?
Ahora son posiciones de empate.
ahora eso de revelar el día.
So obviously this is my first time seeing the Nantek, or whatever it's called. So I'm gonna try and scrub up now on the list a little bit. And snare, add. What's the other thing called? Gravitic deflection. Why is that a talent? What do you? What part of your talent? What part of gravity is a talent? Okay. And then you've got Grievous has got the Solus one and the Impervium plating. So those aren't talents either, are they? So that'll be modification. Impervium plating, add to pilot, and then Solus one is not the tactical relay. There we go, Solus one, add to pilot, and then this guy's got the ensnare and got gravitic deflection as well. So let's do that and do this. Okay, so yeah, just a quick overview of what the list does. You're probably aware of Sunfac anyway, but while you perform a primary attack, if the defender is tracted, roll one additional attack die. So there's still going to be a chance for Marcelo to push through a lot of damage even against Han Solo once he's gotten tracted. Pinpoint trap array. You cannot rotate your turret to your rear arc. After you execute a maneuver, you may gain one tracked token to perform a rotate action. Okay. So yeah, he gets the tractors, he rotates the arc, although it's got it in the position you wanted. At the end of the activation phase, if you are tracted, you may choose one ship in your turret arc and transfer one tractor token to it. So now the idea here is that he's only going to be able to move those two tractor beam tokens. There, as it stands, Han's escaped the arc of Sun Fac, but is obviously still in the the starboard arc, let's say right arc, of Chertek. But then even so, I mean, he's pretty much out of range of any effective attacks now anyway. So it looks like as Grievous kind of turned towards Luke, he kind of decided to go one-on-one with Luke, whilst the Nantex have kind of left themselves a bit overexposed. There's 2 hits and a crit after spending the focus from the force, right? And 2 evades takes 1 damage, right? No, he's decided not to spend the focus. Yes, he does, and loses 1 shield. So now you get 1 hit, 1 crit, and a focus, and 2 blanks. So Luke takes 2 shields as well. Alright, so there's 2 blanks there. No real result there, and they go back to dials. So it's been an interesting start for Marcelo. He's managed to get a couple of good attacks on both of Hungaro's ships for very little else in return. Yeah, I mean, he's lost 1 shield, and that's it on Grievous. So as it stands, he's not got really too much of a problem. So it being a pretty simple game, as they told me before it started, doesn't seem to be the case. So what's Chertex? While I was going, so I've gone over what Sunfac does. Let me just remind myself. Right. So while you perform a primary attack, if they have attack, if they are attracted, roll one extra attack die. While you perform a primary attack, Chertek is while you perform a primary attack. If the defender is trapped, you may roll up to 2 attack die. May re-roll up to 2 attack die. Right. Okay. So yeah, if he manages to get Han Solo's tracted and manages to keep them both in arc. Yeah, I mean, then he's got every option of being able to put through a lot of damage on the Han Solo very quickly. And the gravity deflection is allowing them to re-roll one of their defense dice when they have a tracted beam in their arc. Okay, so no. I forgot to put an R in Cartagena. Thanks, Ruben, for pointing out to me. Well, no, I know you were trolling, but it helped me realise I wrote Cartagena wrong. So Luke moves forward, barrel rolls to the right. And looks like Grievous took a signals loop. So, indecisive whether or not he's going to move forward or backwards. An error occurred while uploading. Interesting. Oh. The hell?
Sí.
Sí, siempre la actriz.
Bueno, mira a ver si llega ahí. Mira, ven.
I've lost connection, right?
Y no lo mueve.
Or not? Let me see.
Vale, pues un fact.
Well, at least the laptop appears to have lost connection.
A ver si por lo menos tengo suerte. Bueno, joder.
Okay, so hit, crit, and a blank, followed by 2 evades, takes 1 damage on Sunfac, right?
Fuega combustible.
And that's a fuel leak.
¿Eso va?
What a lot of a lot of focus results. And dead Luke, gone, bash. Like I say, I'm trying to get the software for the overlays kind of frozen for a moment while I lost internet connection, so I'm just trying to get it back up and running, and then the screen will be updated. Dead Luke. Man, getting that tractor beam on Luke has changed this game huge. and the fuel leak on Sunfac. Right, so 3 hits there from Han. Firing, and there's an evade and a focus, and 2 blanks from Chertek.
Puedo repetir uno porque Luca aún está vivo. Porque te matan en el 6.
Looks like Chertek's going to be able to fire back. Getting 2 focuses on the hit, 2 blanks. Rerolls for Han. Gets another 1. Spends the force, I guess, to block it, and Hungaro frustrated. So yeah, like I say, as I was talking to players before I started, the feeling was this was an easy game for Hungaro to win, and now it looks like it's not the case. So, well, we've got to wait and see what happens now. Hungaro's in a losing position here. He's up against 3 firing arcs. Grievous is out of this round, but will be back next round. You can probably try and press Sunfac with the fuel leak and put some more damage on him, and it'll give him the opportunity to.
Y con el giro, pues en el tonel a lo mejor lo pierde. Pero igual no hace nada en esta partida. Un daño, sí, lo mismo que hizo la partida anterior. Lo que pasa es que Flan no se llevó tanto daño.
No, fue un daño crítico que fue un doble daño.
¿Fue doble? Ah, bueno.
Bueno, sí.
Bueno, ha hecho lo mismo. Con el escudo en vivos y un daño allí. 2 daños. Es que no hace nada.
Yeah, so Hungaro visibly frustrated with the situation. He's yeah. That roll from Sunfac was pretty heavy to hit Luke with all those dice and those focus results. Now it's just a question of them being able to take advantage of that tractor, the same mechanic on Han, without losing shit every turn. Now, obviously, the Lantex are 4 hit points, so unless they get into range 1, Han can't really take 1 ship off a turn. So maybe they could even be more aggressive in the next couple of rounds and weather a couple of shots before finding they need to play more cautiously. Grievous goes 3 straight. Clears the stress and boosts to the left.
Hablando con el chico que lleva la GPS de la zona, tengo que ayer más o menos me había pegado un bajón brutal. Y allí estaban acostumbrados a petar todos los conexiones en torno
Now Marcelo choosing to disengage with Sunfac, and I'm guessing, just kind of wants to see where Han's going to go in this next couple of rounds. Maybe even try and come back into the rocks to try and flank him on a later turn. Gets rid of that fuel leak. So meanwhile, let me take a look at the Imperials versus Republic game behind me. We got these lost shields.
Esta bolsa es un caos, ¿eh, Marcelo? Por eso te digo.
Level 1 and Plo Koon are both okay.
Vale. ¿Pues disparo? Bueno. No, de verdad. No puedo hacer cosas. No, ya está autorizado.
Yeah. Oh. No range. No range this round. Oh, yeah, he's got range on Grievous? Okay, range on Grievous. Gets a hit and 2 focus results, rerolls with Han. Gets another 2 focus results, spends the force to get 2 hits. And there's an evade, rerolls 1 for the tractor token. Oh no. What is it? For the impervium plating. No? Soulless one, okay. Is this working? Am I live?
¿Eso tiene un abierto? Sí.
Is it frozen for anybody else? Something happened there, right? Have I lost connection or something? No, oh, okay. So everything's fine. Just my app is playing with me and making me think everybody disappeared. Okay. Okay. Right. So yeah, Imperials versus Republic on the other, just behind me. I'm seeing Rick Holly's lost shields. Looks like Vader. He's got metal shields, so God knows. I can't tell from the angle I'm at whether or not he's got them or not. One of the things I need to do is I've got on my overlay, I've got the symbols for the ships there, but that Sunfax ship, they're coming out a bit small, really. So that's something I need to work on in the next few... That's one of the next things I need to work on. Really, what I need to do now is really overhaul the whole overlay and get it, make it more concise. This was like first debuted, like 2 years ago? This current version, I need to have things. Oh, I switched camera and I shouldn't because I was already on the right camera. Well, the secret is that really there's something halfway done. I've just got to come around to thinking about what I'm going to do with it. Yeah. Let me see now. If I go. That's right, I wanted to check something quickly.
Lo pongo por el lado, ¿vale? Para no pisar la fritada, pero vamos, la pisa, ¿vale? Sí. Así, lo están moviendo la fritada.
So, it would appear the X-Wing Miniatures font doesn't have the Wave 5 ships yet. They've seeing things correctly.
A ese, ¿vale?
8 days ago with 5 icons.
Solo.
And so it repeats, gets 1 focus and 2 blanks. And there's 2 hits. And a blank green. Gets a focus. Loses another shield.
Si no me sale ataque, es tontería. No le quito daño. Malo. Ni un daño.
And back to Darth. Yeah, virtually no damage done on Marcelo's side of the table. Just 1 shield and one damage card dealt to a dead Luke Skywalker and hand down to his last shield. Obviously, once he gets that, loses that next shield, he's going to be able to R2D2 and just regenerate it, assuming Marcelo isn't going to be able to push through more damage and concentrate fire. And what was I? Oh, that's right, I was doing this. Yeah, so they've got the icons. They've just not. Put them in yet for the new ships. But that's okay, because my software isn't reliant on the extra miniatures front. Okay. Dials are all down. Hungaro suggests he's ready. Marcelo double checks. Marcelo. And Grievous looks like maybe trying to block Han here. Or at the very least get himself right into range 1 on his side arc. So he gets to tractor, he can barrel roll out of the way of the rock. So a pretty good kill box here. He's going to tractor. Probably wants to move forward. Yeah, of course. And yeah, set up a nice little kill box there for roughly where Han's going to be. But if Han's gone for a free bank, right, and then a boost, he might end up only. Oh, it was a perfect block there by Marcelo. Well done. Like I say, they said this was going to be a boring game. I'm not seeing that at all. And slots into place. Beautifully done by Marcelo, creating a perfect little situation there. And as it stands, yeah, well, he's got arc. I think he has got arc on the Chertek, Nantek. Oof, it's going to be complicated, those names. Okay. 1 crit, 1 focus. Spends the focus for 2. Blank. Rerolls and evade. Loses the last shield on Han Solo. Firing back. 1 hit, 1 focus, and a crit. Spends the force to get 2 and a crit. I'm guessing it's some fact rolling. Gets 2 focus results. No, it's the Chertek. Yeah, because he's not got arc, has he? And that's the blinded pilot, or no? It's the last one. Wounded pilot.
Pero habrá que ver si es rango 3. Parece que 2, ¿no?
Quita Gribus.
So, checking to see exactly what the range is and the bullseye.
Pero es que por poco, por eso quería medir.
Sí, está claro.
Venga, dale.
And there you've got 2 hits and a crit. And there's an evade. So, 1 face up, that's direct hit.
Acabó. Ya no puedo aguantarlo más. Ah, R2.
R2D2.
Elige.
Manages to flip a card face up. The direct hit.
Es que es todo. Cuando no sale, no sale.
Una cosa, me has barajado y tal como has barajado, yo que he ido por la misma, no sé por qué me ha hecho el efecto.
No, la verdad que no me fijaba.
Pero bueno, que yo me he hecho el
Es
efecto.
que es todo.
Sí,
o sea,
estoy bien.
lo para todo, no sabe todo.
Estoy bien,
No se
sí.
puede.
Oh gosh.
Juego con 75 puntos menos.
And back to dials. Yeah. Having been able to take off Luke in that one single attack really gave this game to Marcelo here. Like now he's got those free arcs to be able to push as much damage through as he wants on Han, and he was able to completely take advantage of board positioning there to block Han and be able to get Sunfac out of arc. General Grievous bumping, so no opportunity to fire on him, even if he had been an arc, meaning that like suddenly Hungaro has to pass his fire around and start firing on the second priority of target priority, which was chair tech, which he didn't want to shoot. Now he managed to get a crit through, but that's it. And it's just a wounded pilot.
No sale. Da igual. No sale.
O sea, ahora tienes... O sea, el escudo lo recuperas siempre.
Sí, sí. Lo que pasa es que el efecto de levantarse el crítico se aplica antes de recuperar el escudo. Por eso me como la cara. Si no, iría al escudo. No, según me explicó Willy, así que si me engañó, pues ya.
Vale, porque en el principio todos confiamos.
Yo no.
Ahora no, porque me estás jodiendo.
Yo no.
Algún hombre de... Y una cara de 24-0.
So, like I say, this was told to me this was probably the worst matchup I could have picked, but like because it was a foregone conclusion in favour of Hungaro. But yeah, it doesn't seem to have gone that way at all, and I'm happy because I managed to get those Nantex on stream for the first time, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So you've also got in the background there, you can see Luis Casasus. He's marshalling this tournament. Luis Casasus has appeared on stream. The most notable would have been his, I think it was, I'm not sure if it was top 4 or top 8 at the Spanish National 2000 and
Sí, exacto. Pero
16, no, 2015, sorry, the Spanish National 2015. He managed to make it, I think it was top 8. He made it to top 8 and had to play against David Dief, one of our other friends here from Valencia, before David Dief went on to the final. When it does this, it freezes on my iPad, and there's no pause button showing up to suggest that it's paused. It says I went offline, but that's not true at all, is it? It says I went offline, but I don't see it as being offline. I've not dropped any frames. I see, and then it comes up saying I'm still there, and when I click on it, it says I've only got one viewer. And then it's running, and it still says I've only got one viewer. I can see him moving, and then it suddenly jumps up to 60 viewers. Yeah, and it says that I've gone offline, but I don't appear to have gone offline as far as I'm aware. So if you have me on Facebook, and I do go offline, please let me know. Send me a message. But yeah, it seems to be a problem with my iPad more than anything. Once again, he's causing a bit of an obstacle field there for Solo to be able to escape, and he's managed to pull off a nice block again and put Sunfac at range 1, and Han unable to rotate arc means and he's even going to get a shot off from Chertek, I think. Yeah, he's got that turret arc pointed to his left.
¿Está bien puesto? No toma. Tírame Sunfac.
Thank you, Astonus, for letting me know. It just appears to be a bug I've got in the Twitch app on my tablet more than anything else, I guess.
Vale. Pues un fac.
Okay.
Son 4.
So, Sunfac firing 4 dice. Through the bullseye arc. 1 focus, 1 hit, 1 blank, 2 blanks, and that's an evade.
Si me ves.
Luis.
Sí. Luis. Voy. Coño, se me ha olvidado pasar. Vale.
¿Pero qué queréis ver? Si lo ve por eso.
Sí, sí, está claro.
Sí, pero yo no sé.
Sí, sí, sí. Es...
Exacto. Bueno, ahora ya sobre. No, la verdad no pasa nada.
Pero no toques, cabrón.
Sí,
Claro,
sí que está, sí
lo,
que
lo
está.
estoy tocando porque te había movido yo esto, pero que en cualquier caso te veía, mira. Vale, esa sí. Se veía.
So you can see Chertek, so he's going to fire on Chertek. There's 2 blanks, 2 hits, and a focus. No, we're not talking about 2 blanks. 1 blank, 2 hits, and a focus.
Si me puedes disparar, puedo repetir.
Vale.
El tema es que si lo hubiera pasado aquí,
Ya.
repetía igual.
Y tienes dónde, sí. Esto, ¿qué haces?
2 blanks there.
¿Normales?
Sí.
And we get fate. Chertek goes off the board. I never took his damage off last turn. I forgot to put the card then. So I'm guessing what that was about was if he keeps the tractor beam token, he gets to re-roll the evade dice, right? Because of the gravitational deflector. So rather than give it to Han, he wanted to keep it for defense, as Sunfac wasn't going to take any damage that round. Did he R2D2 this round? No, because he didn't lose a shield. Okay. So if I'm understanding it correctly, what happened was Chertek got into position, used his tractor beam, then Sunfac bumped into Chertek, which meant he didn't get his own tractor token. Then when the activation phase finished, because Chertek was in arc, I'm guessing Marcelo didn't pass the tractor beam token over to Han, because then it would give him a defensive re-roll thanks to the gravitational, what's it called? Gravitational deflection, gravitic deflection.
Vale.
Cambiamos ayer. Cambié yo ayer.
Vale. Gribus, 3 signos.
So Grievous takes a Segnal's loop. So now he wants to get both arcs onto Han. He's kind of disengaged. He's kind of giving Han space. He doesn't want to block anymore. And Sunfac moving in a position where he thinks. So, yeah, I would guess Han's probably going to go for that free bank to the right, which means that Sunfac's still got the opportunity to catch him. Now, if he tractors himself and to the left, nope, just stays put.
Es para quitar la regla de abajo y moverlo bien, ¿vale? Es que si quieres
Maybe it's too. Is he taking a one bank? No, one straight. And Han's pretty much happy there. He's got a kill shot on Sunfac lined up. Yeah. That's a bad position for Sunfac to be in. Jose Luis Fafano, Colidio goes through to top 4. And there we got 1, 2, a focus and a blank. 2 focuses, is it? Rerolls for the target lock. Looks like that's a crit he's got up there. There's 3 hits and a crit. Sunfac's got to roll some serious evades. Just takes 1 damage card thanks to 2 focus tables. Alright. And a crit is a weapons failure. Now, Grievous fires back, doesn't get anything that round. So that was very fortunate for Hungaro to be able to try and turn things back. Regenerates with RTD2, now I'm taking it off. So that's everything. I'm going to quickly just go and check. I don't think I've missed anything, but he's not putting his damage cards on the cards for Han Solo.
Minutos 25.
Mi comportamiento aquí está muy mal visto, ¿vale? Es normal. Ahora, en el grupo te trolearíamos mucho más, ya sabes. El caso es que cuando hay una partida nefasta, yo me engorilo de como normal. Y este particularmente es muy cabrón y se mofa. Y eso me jode mucho. Pero es que eso no me mola, coño. Sí, pero repito, tiene gracia la primera, la segunda, la cuarta, la quinceava y la yo de ¿sabes qué me jode mucho esto? Si aquí no hace nada, no juega tan cabrón. Entonces eso es porque mola estar
Sí, casi que me ayudaba más a ver la maniobra, sí que me ve bien la base. Pero bueno, que da igual. Sí, más o menos es lo que es.
Yo por eso uso la de caja, que no me enfoca.
Yo he sacado eso de las tripas así de vete. Es que aquí los dos primeros ataques que me ha pillado bien, me ha hecho mierda.
So, updates from the other tables. Luis Lofano Colidio goes through to top 4 in the semi-finals with his Republics. He's got Obi-Wan, Plo Koon and Rick Ollie. On the table with Pedro and Abraham. Abraham and Pedro are... Pedro's just lost his second ship. He's got 1 left on the table. He's lost the U-Wing, he's lost the X-Wing. What's the other ship he's got? Hang on a sec. I'll tell you. No. He's lost. He's only got... Where is it? I All right, okay. No, he's got 2 ships left on the table then. And it's Dutch and Arvel. Dutch and Arvel left on the table. On the other table, which is the Separatist Swarm against Boba Fett and Terok and Seavor. Boba Fett and Terok are still on the table. Seavor's gone. And they're facing off against 3 vultures and a hyena. Sí, por favor.
¿Qué quieres el dinero?
Vale. Yeah. So looks like things are looking up for the Scum player on table number 1 against the Separatist Swarm. He's only lost Captain Seavor. I mean, obviously I didn't get a look at the damage cards, so I don't know how close everything was. Where's my tablet gone? Oh, there it is. And the 4-ship rebels against the 4-ship, the double rebel table. 1 wedge. Wedge and the Blue Squadron Scout go down Petro's side of the table, which leaves him with Dutch and Arvel, whilst Abraham still has 10 Wedge, Fane, and Horton Salmon. Right, so now Han Solo's going for those fast maneuvers. He lost the opportunity of wiping Sun Fac out last turn. He's going to have to try and get one more easy attack in on Sun Fac. Now things are looking a little bit more possible. If he manages to get Sun Fac off the table this turn, Han Solo against General Grievous is a winnable match right now with 5 damage left. 3 hits go through from Han Solo, and Sun Fac rolls those triple evades. Thank you, Luis. Gracias.
Rango 3.
¿Quién me ves?
Puedes repetir hasta 2 dados, ¿no? Hasta 2 dados. Por si acaso. Antes de activar con Sun Fac.
There's 1 hit and a focus. Re-rolls 1 for 3 hits then after spending. Re-rolls. Gets a 1 evade. Takes a shield.
R2.
R2D2s. Gets the shield back.
Ay, el momento de matar y coger aire.
Yep, so nothing like a natural triple evade roll to keep your ship on the table for a little bit longer.
Gana la mitad, Sun Fac a 1 y Grievous.
Me ha quitado un escudo. A 1.
Hasta modo remero.
Y Han está a 4.
El subpaquito está a modo remero total, ¿no? Que te oye vida. Sí, pero Juan va con el pelota ahí donde es.
No, espera, me voy a cambiar. Vale, voy.
Okay. So Grievous going for a 2 bank to the left. Sun Fac still on the board. could Sun Fact take that barrel roll to the right, left? Yeah, he's going to try go left and go backwards and get himself. Seeing if he can escape that arc. He's not going to escape the arc though. Now the template's in place.
La reina intenta pasar.
Si lo puedo hacer, tengo que decir una vez. Estáis entrenados.
Ya está hecho.
Así yo lo...
Pónmelo, por favor.
Of course, Soto hasn't moved. So he's going on and.
Pues yo no disparo.
Rango 2 construido.
Well, 4 hits.
Tenía que salir en algún momento.
Y me lo
Blanks out.
Por si acaso.
And Sun Fact goes
Se ha
down.
casado ya. 4. Hay un crítico, ¿no?
No.
No, era todo normal.
Over. Y este no hay.
So just Grievous versus Han Solo. Han Solo 5 hit points left. Grievous with 6. They're pretty much equal terms as far as as far as damage is concerned. Grievous has got an extra defense die for the same amount of attack output as Han Solo has, but Han Solo gets the free reroll for when he blanks out, but that's particularly bad. It's going to be interesting. So the Solus one allows him to re-roll one of those evade dies. There he goes again. No, fine, whatever. They're moving, sorry. No damage from the debris cloud. So this is where we see them disengage for a bit. There's 16 minutes left in the game.
Ya, la lista de...
And this is where Han Solo tries to play for space. He's currently winning by 4 points. Now, we would see if his maneuvers in the next round are similarly rapid, escape-worthy, then obviously we've got a situation where Han Solo knows he's in the lead. Yeah, I don't think Grievous is going to have a chance to shoot Han in the next 15 minutes unless Marcelo gets aggressive to a point where he's able to and at the right time when he's going to be able to give himself the possibility of realizing where Han's going to be, without giving hand the opportunity to switch it around. So hand's obviously got to go to the left here. And Grievous is trying to make sure he's able to get a shot off here, but he's in the wrong position. He's going to take shots as well. This is an it's a really interesting kind of matchup as far as dice are concerned right now, because they're both throwing 3 dice attack. Han gets the ability to re-roll them once, and that's it. Grievous gets the ability to re-roll one of the defense dice. Grievous is rolling 1 defense dice more than Han.
Construido tienes que avanzar un poco más, ¿no?
Sí, sí, sí.
Pero el rango 3 obstruido, ¿no?
So range 3 for a rock.
Y 4 alfa.
One hit, 3 blanks.
Solo.
Uses the force, gets 2 and a crit. Rerolls for a cock die, I guess. Gets blank.
2,
Vale, el crítico.
nave.
Nave. Pues va, ¿cuál era por?
Brecha.
Brecha, es claro.
And he uses the impervium plating to get rid of the hull breach.
Vale, tú también estás obstruido, ¿no? Sí, tienes que mirarlo desde el arco. Y también de la paralela, ¿no? Este lo dejo para mí.
So the trick shot gave him the extra die. He's got 1, spends the force, gets 2. That's pretty much made it a lot more, a game that's much more in Hungaro's favour now.
Me ha metido un overkill del 8 puntos.
Pues creo que la puta tiene como que 7 de daño metidas.
Me queda desmenuzada, ¿no? ¿Cómo está el nivel de varios?
Se ha llevado a usted.
Se anda.
Esperamos. Sí.
Sí, va, como tiene que.
10 minutos.
Yeah, so unless something particular happens in this next round, this is probably going to be the last round.
Venga.
¿Voy?
¿Esto va a quedar en el turno? No. ¿O te queda al frente? Una vez.
Sí, puede volar aquí.
No, no. Pero bueno. ¿Qué digo?
A 4.
Digo, es que si se queda por aquí me caza igualmente con el 3 abierto. Digo, que a lo mejor era la mejor opción que hace.
Okay, so range 1, 4 dice, 1 hit, 1 crit, and 2 a focus and a
A
blank.
ver, era esto.
Ahí un ojo y
Hay 2, ¿eh? Hanson.
Uses Han Solo, gets 3. He spends the target lock anyway for a focus. Spends it for 4 from Kane and Jarrus' force token.
No hay ningún crítico.
And Grievous rolling 2 dice. Gets 1 evade and a blank.
¿Se va una?
se
1,
queda de...
2,
Mami, que me toca. Bueno, disparo. 4 para 1.
2, 3, 4. Oh no, okay. So what I do? Because I took off the impervium plating, right? Okay. 1, 2 hits, 3 hits after spending the focus token. Han takes a reroll on that defense dice. Gets an evade. It takes only 2.
2. Ahí está. 6 de vida. Está 2 de vida. El doble no me mata. ¡Ah! Es que hay un doble.
R2D2s. Gets hit.
Solo.
No, doesn't get hit. Doesn't get hit.
Si está ahí, está ahí. Sí, sí.
La leche.
No, porque sería un daño más.
El daño son las dos.
Y si no sigue, que no se mata.
Claro, le da un daño más y entonces a ver si tiene juegos a tener más.
Yo no lo hubiera hecho de nuevo.
O si me queda uno, no. Si me queda uno, no lo hago.
Pues está jodido.
Pero no es obligatorio.
No, porque hacerlo no.
Puedes.
¿Qué no puedes? O sea, es obligatorio si sacas el impacto levantar carta, pero no hacer R2.
Antes era obligatorio. En 1.0 era obligatorio. Si vas a R2 tienes que hacerlo.
Aquí pone puedes.
Si pone puedes, puedes es puedes.
No creo que ponga acá en inglés.
No, creo que pone el mail. Vamos.
Okay.
Míralo.
Alright,
No, lo he
so
hecho, sí que no. Y antes no había.
I mean that round just kind of points out that like, well, things could go either way, but I think now
Está a 1 de vida.
I guess Marcelo could try and
Y la
block.
carga del crítico.
Cabrón de
Es
mierda.
que he dicho, voy a repetir a ver si no es algo crítico.
No, Marcelo, pero lo he hecho bien. Si son para la piedra, haces tractor, te sales fuera y no es tracción, ¿verdad?
No haces tu acción de ojo, pero...
Eso, no, actuación de ojo.
¿Voy? Sí. 2 suaves.
So Grievous takes a 2 bank to the left and positions himself to potentially block Han Solo if Han Solo's taking a short maneuver, or getting Han Solo's rear arc if he's taking a fast maneuver, which is kind of what Grievous kind of wanted. Really, he wants to try and like get behind Han Solo so he can stay in his blind spot. Oh, Han Solo just rotated the arc though. So. But he just uses the boost. Which means I guess he thinks Han Solo's going fast. And he does. But to the wrong direction. Goes too far left.
Como he movido la nave nunca lo sabremos, así que como está.
Quiero mirarlo porque le veo, pues.
Pero al principio creo que las dejaban en el sitio, Marcelo.
¿Qué?
Que al principio las dejan en el sitio muy cerca de donde estaba. Sí,
Vale, distancia 1. Bórrame, cabrón.
Distancia 1. Gribus. Gribus me parece que ya se la acaban los remos.
Range 1 on Grievous. Grievous can't able to fire back. Gets 2 hits. Rerolls a cock die. Gets 3. And that's the game.
Buena partida, cabrón.
¡Cabrón de mierda!
Hostia, casi me gana.
Tenías que remar mucho,
He ido, luego aquí cuando me estaba venga bloqueado digo, no,
A ver,
voy a pararme. Y he ido muy despacito por aquí.
la clave realmente ha
No,
sido
coño.
cuando hay...
O sea, me ha metido 3 y me han quedado con las 3.
Sí, luego también tienes un malas defensas, pero
Claro,
bueno.
él ha empezado muy fuerte, pero la clave es cuando estaba ahí el Vertex este o como coño se llame, que le has metido de mano, Chertek, y justo le ha entrado, porque si hubiera
Me ha matado uno, si no yo te atacaba y 3 dados.
Y entonces ahí habría estado ya
Luego
la cosa.
no, 4.
que el uno sale luego un par de disparos de
Lo habrías
defensa que me
jugado
daba.
seguro el siguiente turno, pero ya el turcito que te aguanta ya habría rascado.
Ayer pasó más o menos lo mismo, lo que pasa es que los disparos de Hansi que iban entrando. No,
Vale, Marcelo, enhorabuena.
Buenos días.
Vale.
Gracias.
Top 8 en el Hyperspace Trial de Valencia. ¿Ya? Ha sido mucho tiempo desde que tenemos un evento de este nivel en Valencia, ¿eh? Desde enero del año pasado. Que
Bueno,
tuvimos
pero no ha habido más regionales.
Ya, no, los originales del primer tanda no lo tuvimos y ya está.
Claro, sí.
Ya.
Lo que hay.
Y-
Esto no es un regional, esto es un Hyperspace.
Ya, Hyperspace Trial, ¿no? Es como si se cuentan
Un
como
poco
este
regional de
nivel.
hacendado o algo así.
Eso sí. Vale. Oye, y vosotros me estabais diciendo antes que iba a ser una mal partida. Yo no lo he visto así.
El tema es que en la ronda 3 de ayer
Ya.
ya jugamos la partida.
Ah, vale.
Y fue parecido. En uno de los primeros cruces maté a Luke. En ese mismo cruce él me mató a Archertech y se quedó Han contra Sunfak, pero Sunfak cayó muy rápido también y se quedó Gribus entero contra Han un poco tocado. Entonces no llega ni a hacerle en la mitad. Pero hoy he ido un poco más rápido y he hecho a Luke que huyera y entonces me he girado con todo para ir a por Han y le he hecho bastante daño. Entonces y el turno siguiente he matado, 2 turnos después a Luke.
Sí, y tenías mucha suerte con el tiro de Luke, que se salían todos los resultados que querías.
Bueno, le disparaba con las 3 naves y él tenía -1 agilidad. O sea, ese turno moría, lo que pasa que quizás no solo con el disparo de uno. Aunque luego ha sido irrelevante porque los otros no disparaban a ningún sitio, así que...
Vale.
Pero bueno.
La otra cosa que quería decir, cuando tú la habías matado a Luke y en el siguiente turno dejaba a Han a mitad de puntos,
sí.
Aún así seguías apartando la partida. ¿Qué quieres decir?
Puede no hacer es mover la nave con el tractor. Eso es lo que puede no.
Ya lo sé, sí. Un error.
Vale.
Me preguntan que el turno que me ha matado a Chertek podía haber pasado el token de tractor.
Esto es el siguiente pregunta.
Yo lo he visto para habérselo pasado a Sunfak, pero no he caído en que si se lo pasaba a Gribus seguía estando en el arco, con lo que podía disparar.
Vale.
O sea, repetir.
Porque entonces lo que te iba a preguntar, lo que estaba preguntando al principio, vamos a saltar eso y vamos a segundo punto. Entonces, porque también eso de los Nantex y en Snare y todo eso es nuevo, así que lo quería preguntar para estar seguro. Entonces, tú tienes el Gravity Deflection o lo que sea, que cuando un nave que está en el arco de ataque del atacador, ¿no?
Cuando defiendes, puedes repetir un dado por cada nave.
Pero no en tu arco.
En el arco del que ataca.
Ya. Entonces por eso lo manteniste, ¿no?
Porque pensé que me daba igual no caí en el -1 de agilidad.
Ya, eso es lo que estaba diciendo yo, ya.
Porque el arco de fuego, si se lo paso a Gribus, aunque el arco de Han es doble, pero está disparando por el de la derecha.
Así que
Entonces yo solo estaba pensando en el reroll del Gravity. No caí en el
Pensabas
-1.
que tendrás 2 dados y podrías repetir una.
Exacto.
Exacto. Vale. Ok, entonces la otra cosa era cuando bajaste a Han a mitad de puntos, aún así pusiste a apretar el partida, de ir por la victoria, cuando podrías haber hecho de que él se trabaja
pero
por
mi
ello.
estilo no es ese, y menos en stream. Ir a jugar a cagar.
Vale.
No.
Vale. Hombre, por un
Aquí
momento,
hemos venido a jugar.
cuando él estaba ganando por 4 puntos, esperemos que iba a hacer él esto, de que iba a ir en toda velocidad, pero ya. Vale.
Bueno.
Ok, pues estás fuera por otro, ¿vale?
Me da igual.
Hasta el siguiente, ¿no? Ya lo veremos. ¿Haces árbitro en la final?
No, me voy de viaje a Japón.
Qué bien, ¿no?
Me caso el 19 de octubre.
No lo sabía eso.
Y me voy a Japón, entonces vuelvo justo el fin de semana del Nacional. Entonces, el domingo ese, entonces no...
Pues felicidades.
No al lugar, gracias.
Vale, pues eso, si quieres comentar el siguiente.
Vale,
vale, perfecto.
Problema.
Muy bien.
¿Quién ha pasado?
Hombre, pues Luis Lozano y los otros dos no lo sé la partida. Lo vi Abraham ganando y ahora tenemos a Hungaro contra Luis.
Vale, o sea, veremos a los que ganen del otro lado.
¿Quién ganó ahí? Luis, ¿quién ganaron?
Haya ganado Abraham.
¿Abraham? Abraham está aquí. ¿Qué dices? ¿Y el otro partido? No, están tirando dados aún. Vale, ok, pues vale. Ahora hablo con Húngaro.
Gracias.
Vale, gracias.
Nos vemos.
Hablamos ahora. Húngaro. Enhorabuena, Húngaro.
Muy buenas.
Ya, llegas a top 4.
Top 4.
Ya, no es la primera vez que hemos visto en top 8 tú, ¿no?
Estamos ya.
¿Cuándo?
Yo me encanta estar aquí viendo la partida de árbitro porque no tengo que hacer nada. Lo miran todo ellos, lo hacen todo perfecto. No.
Sí.
No tengo que estar mirando.
Ya, pues eso. Era una partida que estaba diciendo Marcelo que jugasteis ya ayer en ronda 3.
Ayer jugamos en ronda 3.
Ya, y era una situación muy similar, ¿no?
Sí, Luke murió rápido, sin prácticamente hacer nada. Lo que pasa es que Han sí que hizo más daño ayer, al principio. Entonces, pues, maté las pinzas rápido y al final no consiguió hacerme la mitad de Han. Pero hoy ha sido al revés. Bueno, Luke ha vuelto también rápido,
Yeah.
pero no le hacía daños a las pinzas al principio, hasta que en una situación límite, pues sorrió un poco mala suerte. Cuando me estaba bloqueando me paré un poquito más para decir, venga, pásate y que no me veas, y al final, pues, con un poco de fortuna y algún blanqueo, pues cuando matas las pinzas ya,
Yeah.
Gribus puede ganarte. Sobre todo la última jugada esa que había de uno abierto, que se han quedado face to
Ya,
face,
la
estaba ahí
ronda,
muy
la ronda
emocionante.
penúltima, que es claro que era por suerte de que sacaste una evasión
Y él no sacó
después
todo.
el R2D2 no salía impacto. Porque,
Sí, al
claro
final
que-
no salieron. En
ya.
una salió y justo
Ya, con la
reveló el
repetición de Han,
un
ya.
crítico doble.
Ya,
pero
ya,
bueno.
ya. Así que era bastante fuerte. ¿No? Y podría haber ido de cualquier manera, ¿no?
Sí,
Que
podía haber
se
ganado
quedaba ahí con un
perfectamente.
casco. Ya, era muy cerca. Vale, pues ya está. Llegas al semifinal ahora.
Creo
¿Qué
que
crees?
juego contra Corilio, que lleva Jedis
Sí,
y
lleva
Ricoli.
Obi-Wan, Wicoli y Plo Koon.
Sí, esa me suena.
Ya. Ya.
Me suena de algo.
Ok, pues ya está, ¿vale? Suerte por la siguiente partida.
Vale, ok.
Vale, hasta ahora, a ver si llegas al final.
Venga.
Vale. Okay, so yeah, we'll be back. Well, the cameras are going to keep rolling, but we'll be back